Is being kind good for you? In this program, we'll be discussing something we heard a lot about during the pandemic, kindness. When was the last time you did something kind for someone else, Sam? I gave my mom flowers last week. Oh, that's so kind. How did it feel? It felt good, knowing I make her happy. Right, it's something that psychologists are starting to prove scientifically, but that most of us knew all along. We feel just as good being kind to someone else as when someone is kind to us. It reminds me of something called random acts of kindness. Had you heard of that? No? Just things like helping a stranger cross the road, small everyday things people do to help others for no other reason than to make them happy. Yes, and one of the main benefits of being kind is that we feel the kindness in ourselves. It's called the gift that keeps on giving. It reminds me of my quick question. In 2021, a global survey conducted for the BBC Kindness asked people to name their top 5 random acts of kindness. So which kind act came top? Would it A. Giving someone a smile, B. Giving someone a hug, or C. Giving someone your time to just listen? They all sound wonderful. What I really like is a nice big hug. Okay, now we find out later if that's the right answer. Now that good feeling Sam got from giving her mom flowers is something psychologists have become very interested in. During the past decade, over 1,000 academic papers were written, including the term kindness. The authors of one short paper is Dr. Jane Campbell McCall-Jones, senior psychologist at the University of Sussex and researcher for the BBC Kindness Test. Here is Dr. Campbell's Malcolm discussing his findings with BBC World Service Program Health Check. What we know from the science and what we can see counterintuitive because giving can cause something of ourselves. It does that we can experience a sense of reward when we are kind to others. So like when we eat a yummy food or have a pleasant surprise. The part of our brain that helps us remember these nice experiences and motivated us to do them again and again. They become active when we are kind, and we call this feeling a warm glow. Usually, giving something away, money for example, means we no longer possess it. But kindness is different. Both the givers of kindness and the receivers experience what Dr. Campbell McCall-Jones calls a warm glow, an inner feeling of happiness. Nevertheless, for some people, giving something away equals losing it. So for them, being kind seems counterintuitive, opposite to the way you expect things should happen. On a chemical level, the brain doesn't agree. For our brain, being kind feels as good as any other pleasurable activity. For example, eating something yummy, something delicious would taste good. Okay, Sam, I can see that being kind is great in my personal life. But what about the toothless world of business or politics? Surely there is no place for kindness there. It's true that in many countries, politics involves first debate and criticism of anyone who disagrees with you. But there are those who believe it doesn't have to be like that. Jennifer Najos, for one, she's the director of a movement called Compassion in Politics and author of the book We Riddance with the actor Gillian Anderson. Listen as Jennifer explains her vision to BBC World Survey Program Health Check. Compassionate leadership leads to inclusive, cooperative outcomes will lead to fairer societies, lower crime rates, higher levels of health and well-being, and yet we have this idea that compassion somehow doesn't belong. This can be dismissed in the same way as women have been dismissed as something fluffy and nice idea but not really practical when in fact the science behind compassion is that it actually takes courage to act with compassion. Janivals wanted politics to be based on compassion, a strong feeling of empathy with the suffering of others and a wish to help them. She said kindness is something dismissed as fluffy, superficially, something not considered serious or important, but in fact being compassionate is not really easy and takes courage. Jennifer's is a strong voice for the kinder, more compassionate society, but I bet even she could use a random act of kindness now and again. Maybe a hug? That's right, now a hug was one of the top 5 random acts of kindness asked about in my quiz questions, along with smiling and listening. Which came out on top? I said it would be giving someone a hug. So what I write? Giving a hug was the wrong answer. unafraid. The number one random act of kindness was giving a smile. But don't worry, now I have the big hug waiting for you here. Oh, thanks, Sans. That's so kind. Okay, let's recap the vocabulary from these discussions about random acts of kindness. Small things people to be kind to others. Something counterintuitive doesn't happen in the way you expect it to. Yummy means delicious or tasting very good. A warm glow describes the pleasant inner feeling of happiness at doing something kind. Compassion is a feeling of a sympathy for the suffering of others and a wish to help them. And finally, something fluffy is soft and woolly, not considered serious or important. Our segment is over, but if you enjoyed this program, why not go out and perform your own random act of kindness? Goodbye for now. Bye.